about this trip is connecting with people so fast. Before this trip, I didn't really know the other people that were going, but through this, I've just made friends so quickly, and it's just so cool to be able to experience this with other people. They make me feel so happy, and just doing everything together, I think is a really cool, special thing.
I really had no idea what I was getting into when I came here, but it was such a good opportunity to take, and it's really unique because you're really never going to get an experience like this again, especially because we're not out here in like a touristy place. We're in their culture and they've invited us in. So it's just really cool to see how they've treated us, and I think that has also been one of my biggest impacts, is just seeing how kind and open-hearted and genuine they are to us.
The most impactful thing for me this trip has been just the hospitality that's been shown to us. It's really like a cultural shock for me. It's like nothing I've ever experienced and nothing that we have back home. So
I don't know. There are a lot of differences between our country and theirs, and I feel like we've been treated really well while we've been here, and I'm very overwhelmed by it. I feel like I want to explore more and travel more and see more things. Because I don't know, while it's overwhelming, it's also kind of a good feeling because it makes me feel uncomfortable, and I don't know, I like that.
I think what impacted me most on this trip is seeing just how happy everybody here is. Like in the US, like kids especially, they tend to be like in like the middle school age group and even like late elementary. There's a lot of like, they're very serious, they're not as fun. You know, they really grow up. But here, and you would think here they might grow up faster, but the kids here are like so much more like joyful and happy with what they have than we are back at home.
What's like one of the biggest feelings I've had from like interactions with the people here, and it's mostly love. They're really, really loving, and especially Mama Mpoki. She's a woman who is very, very strong and highly respected in the community, and also extremely loving to anybody who walks into her home or into her village. And so that's really beautiful.
The thing that's impacted me the most on this trip was the Empowered Girls and Enlightened Boys graduation, passing out basic necessities like toothbrushes and underwear and hygienic products really put into perspective how grateful I am to be in Springfield, Missouri, but also to highlight like seeing the joy on those kids' faces, not only when we were passing out those necessities, but as they were walking across to get food or for their graduation celebration. It was going on that hike, it was so beautiful, and it was a little challenging at some points. We were rock climbing a little bit, but I think that really showed me like just not only the beautiful part of Tanzanian culture and nature, but also just in a group setting, that team building activity.
Like the thing that had the most impact on me was probably how grateful and happy everyone here is. One thing that happened was at the graduation, all these kids came running up to us. They were so happy to see us. And you could tell that like they don't have like a lot, they don't have what we have, you know, but they're still happy with it. And not just that, they're so giving. We were all standing up there dancing, and all these kids came running up to us, giving us snacks, giving us flowers, giving us stuff, whatever it felt like we should have been giving them. But this whole trip has been them giving us.
The most impactful moment for me was showing up to the graduation and seeing all of the 80 students just come to us and shower us with love and affection and just be so excited for us to be there. It was just so kind, and they're also bright, loving, and caring.
I think that this trip exceeded what I thought it was going to be. I didn't think that it was going to be this deep and emotional, and at first I was scared to open up to all these people, but I realized that by opening up and really immersing myself in these experiences and being vulnerable, it's made me appreciate the trip a lot more, and I realized how much I needed this. And I'm not helping these people, they're helping me in a sense.
But the spirit in that building is enough to touch anybody. Even people of this group who aren't religious said so, and I am. I want to pursue that. But to see them, those people who have significantly less than any of us do, worship that way, and have such a powerful spirit in that building, it's going to change my life for sure.
My emotions and my mental space have just stopped, like time has stopped while we've been here. I feel like at home I'm always go to the next thing, and here I feel like I've been able to just sit and think about myself and about my family at home and just how I can impact them, how people here have impacted me.
We are all able to communicate with them not through language, but just through our actions and just how we act around them. And it is really valuable to understand that communication isn't just words, it's everything about like your experience and your existence that contributes to how you communicate to someone.
Communication really doesn't require just words or language, and I've had so many great experiences with people where I haven't had a translator, and I have stumbled through trying to understand people and they've stumbled through trying to understand me, and while it's like awkward and uncomfortable, we still understood each other and we still were able to have like an intense connection that kind of just transcends verbal communication.
I think it's kind of cliche to say that you went to Africa and the village people dance for you, but that's what happened, and invites you to share the same hospitality, and they did all the stuff for you, and we walk up there and we sing a silly song, or a song that's not as well prepared as them, and that they don't really care, and that they're just happy to see us. And I think that's maybe something you wouldn't really see in Springfield, Missouri. If the other people work really hard on something and you throw it together on the bus, perhaps they would judge you for that, and they say, okay, that's okay, and that there's really nothing to it, and that we'll still cherish these people and kind of connect with these people.
Growing up in Africa, I thought I'd seen a lot of things, and I thought I understood the needs, but this has been different. I have seen a community come together, a community which did not have a lot of resources, and they have used whatever little they had to develop their community and have a sense of unity and purpose, and be content in a very fulfilling way. So this has been a lesson to me,